What's up, guys? Hope you all are having a good Tuesday evening. Finally got back to the ranch here this evening. Getting ready to get this thing ready. Trying to get it ready to head up to Chillicothe, Ohio, up there to the Kenworth 100th anniversary invitation only show. So had a little water leak spring on me today. Fixed it. It was not that big a deal. Coolant leak. So I wanted to show you guys. Well, first of all, I want to touch on something. You guys watched that video I did at Matt's. I said that was part 1. Well, apologize I didn't get to put out part 2 because, well, we had some pretty terrible luck down there when we were in Louisville. I had one of my trucks got stolen in the middle of the night. So we did get it back. Police caught the piece of garbage that stole it, thank goodness, and I did get the truck back, so I was very grateful for that. Minimal damage, could have been a lot worse, so grateful to the sheriff's department, their hard work, and so now we start to send it through the court system. Hopefully that guy gets, you know, what he's got coming to him for stealing somebody's stuff. So, but anyway, I want to show y'all really what all we've done, kind of up close and personal on this truck. The interior mainly is what I want to show you. What we did, some things differently. Of course, some of the things you can't see, these are just some rugs I put in here. We use them out on the ground, but I'll take them out and you can see. The dash here is one of my favorite things that we did. We actually, this piece here, from here all the way to the floor, is completely custom, and it goes all the way across. We put those charging ports in right there. You can charge your cell phone or what have you. And so pretty excited to show this off up there in Ohio at the Kenworth plant. I'm really excited about that. It's kind of a once in a lifetime thing for myself. I've never been asked to do anything like that, so I'm pretty excited about it. Hopefully nothing happens next week. I'll have even some more changes on the way. I got Randy up at Spare Time Fab is going to help me do something with this here. So I'm excited to see what we come up with on that. But so the dash, let's get back to what we did do. The dash, this piece here, you know, from here all the way to the floor, like I said, we redid the floor. You can see it's got black, a lot of metal flake in it. It's beautiful, man. My boy 50 Stars Flooring over here in Tampa, Florida, built me that custom. And then, so I'll walk around the other side and I'll show you on that thing, on that dash, the other side of it. This piece here, of course, it's got lights in it. See the lights down there at the bottom. 304 stainless. We took this is for the, you know, for the defroster. You can go on the floor, you know. Those are the same holes that we carried on throughout the truck on the screens and the breather screens, stuff like that, so it all matches. But polished mirror, 304 stainless, man, it just don't get no better than that. Mr. Smith up there at SH2, man, that guy, I love him to death. He's an absolute genius. You can tell him something, he kind of scribbled it out on napkins, and this is just his design off the top of his head. I had this originally from here to here, was done in carpet, and which was terrible. I mean, it was horrible, but I mean, it looked good for the time and served its purpose. But you talk about custom pieces. I mean, this is just incredible, you know, all the way across there. And of course, I'll go there and show you on the other side. Gotta fold them rugs up. Getting this thing ready to go. So this side here is even a little more detailed, if you will. Of course, the fuse panel back there, we had it, you know, 304 stainless, and it's the name in it. Of course, the holes match throughout. This piece right here was pretty unique for me because he actually hand bent these pieces. This is a separate piece from this piece right here. So it's two separate pieces. I got this originally my buddy Jeremy's got a 2000, I want to say it's a 2005. Jeremy, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's an 05 W9. And originally I used his VIN number, and I went to Kenworth and I bought the plastic pieces of this to fit this. And then I did some trimming around the top and at the bottom to make it fit. And of course I painted it red to match. Y'all may or may not remember that piece, you know, that I did in plastic, and it looked good. I mean, it did. It turned out great, or I think it did. But it just didn't give it the finished look. You know, this gives it the real finished look here as to what you want it to be, you know, complete custom. And like I said, the cool thing about this piece is Mr. Smith actually bent this by hand. He kind of just used the plastic as a pattern, and which was incredible, and then bent it himself by hand and got it to fit like that. I mean, it literally, this bend right here, which is kind of difficult to see, but that bend right there matches that thing. I mean, if you held them up, it's just incredible. I can't tell you enough about it. I'll bore you with it. But anyway, man, he did such a great job with it. So that all, you know, flows really nice. Then the piece there behind the pedals, you can see that. And then it turns there and matches, you know, the other piece I showed you on the other side. Just gives you an idea of the quality and the lengths that we went to get this thing right. You couldn't buy those pieces right there from the factory. They just didn't make them. So that's what we did. But it's even better is it's all hand done. And of course we did the gauge panels. All the gauge panels are done in stainless. I think it turned out fantastic. I love it. And then we did the gauges. These gauges are hand cleaned, hand done here. We cleaned them up. Mr. Smith worked his tail off on these gauges up here, and I'm grateful for it because they turned out great with this brush look, where he cleaned them up so nice. And a lot of these gauges are just out of the junkyard. Y'all believe that or not, but we picked these out of the junkyard. I'm not ashamed to say that because of the hard work we put into it. And so I'm real anxious to see what we can do with this thing up there at Randy's and spare time. I'm excited to take it to one of the last stops, to be honest with y'all, one of the last stops to do. There's some other little things I'm going to try to get done. I'm doing myself and kind of go from there. But this gives you an idea of what we did do, what we've already done. Of course, the floor, showed you that. I can show you here in the light. That's metal flake in that floor. I think it's just beautiful myself. And I got some things we got to touch up and do some things with some paint work I got to take care of this week before we leave. And man, that was a noisy little rascal over there. Listen at her. I think she got into this other pasture right here. I got to get her back. I got to get her back over to her mama. You see her? She's hollering and carrying on. I got to get her back over there. If you see right there, there's her mama over there. So somehow there's a weak spot in that fence, I reckon. She done got through it, so I got to get her out of there. I'll do that after. Look at her. He's cute, though. Oh, it's like that Affleck commercial. Every time I try to talk, I'll get her back over here. You noisy little rascal, you. But anyway, so that's what we've been doing, what I've been doing. I've been trying to do a little bit. I've been trying to do a little bit here or there through the evenings. Just don't got a lot of time when you get off at 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night. But anyway, that's it. Just wanted to update you guys on what we got here. Kind of share you with it. I'm excited. I love it. Can't be happier with it. And look at that dash, man. This thing's come a long, long way. You guys remember right here underneath this carport, how much work we've done and completed right underneath this doggone carport right here. So, and to see this thing come full circle like this has just been a dream of mine come true. And I got to spend some of the best times of my life with my family on this thing. Some of the greatest people I've worked with on it. Mr. Smith, I love him dearly, and All the guys up at SH2 did a remarkable job with me, and we've been working on this thing a little bit here, there, and over the last couple of years. And then all my family's helped me work on it, my kids, my wife. Y'all know those stories. I won't bore you with them again. Of course, the work PDI did with me has been incredible. That thing there has just been, I mean, this truck wouldn't have been made without, of course, without the work they did here. Just incredible. I love it so much. So there've been quite a few people helped me along the way with this thing. Just watching this journey has been incredible for me. Talladega, of course, they're just fantastic people. Of course, my junkyard fifth wheel. I come out of junkyard in Corbin, Kentucky. Didn't look like that when me and old Larry pulled it out. You can believe that. She sure looks good now, though. So that's about it for this evening, y'all. I'm gonna try to get on here a little bit more. I know a lot of people have been messaging me and asking me to do a little more. I'm trying to get better with it, but it's just tough when you work so much. I can't really, I'm having trouble balancing the time because work comes first, you know what I mean? So, got to figure that part out. So, well, I'll talk with y'all later. Y'all have a good evening, and we'll talk to y'all later.